What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Comman-Dads. I got Tone. I got Corey. What's up, guys?
What it do, y'all? What's going on with y'all?
Did you guys have a good
Chilling.
week?
My weekend was
Always a
solid.
good week.
Yeah, always a good week. What's going on in Dadland this week? Anything crazy?
TJ is extremely teething, and I think he might get his first tooth very, very soon.
Oh, that's cool.
That boy is teething extra hard, like he about to bite the whole world. I'm gonna bit my shoulder off today. Crazy.
I know last week but you were saying that he was putting everything into his mouth. That just
everything. But now he's just biting my shoulder like it's a piece of meat or something. It is technically, but no. What the hell? Bite my shoulder, boy.
Fair enough. What about you, Corey?
Zane's tasted his first fruits this week, and we did the lemon test on him, and it was funny. We were at a restaurant, and Randy had some lemon water, so we were just like, heck, why not try it? So he's like, he thinks about it, and he's like, and then we give it to him a second time, and he's like, no. The third time, he's just enjoying it. And he enjoyed the lemon the third time around, and we fed him a strawberry. We were actually FaceTiming my mom, and I like pulled it away from him just say, and you thought his world was ending because he was just like, he was like, oh my gosh,
this is the best pacifier that I've had.
Yeah, he's like, this is tasty. What are you doing? I'm like, I said, okay, here you go, some more, and he ate it. But yeah, he's he'll be 4 months. Next week, I think. Yeah, maybe at the end of next week. Next Sunday, not this Sunday coming up, but next Sunday he'll be 4 months. So yeah.
Why did I think you had him in December?
We have him in February. Yeah.
Clearly, I'm wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I guess football was still going around in February. Maybe I'm just thinking it associating with football season. I feel like I remember you saying.
Yeah, football. We said when the Super Bowl, he came the Friday before the Super Bowl.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Well, I got my little guy right here. It's Selena's. It was my first real day back at work, so Selena had all day with him, and I needed to sleep because I was up at 1:00 last night with him, and woke up at 4:30 for work. And then, so I needed to take a nap. So she basically had him all day. So,
Lord of mercy.
Show or not,
you want no paternity leave or nothing? They get no paternity leave or nothing?
I only got a week, and then I took another week of vacation.
That's OD.
I'm not gonna brag on how much time I had.
They gave me 2 months, but it was
I got
2 months. I could take off if unpaid if I wanted to, but I need the money. But you had how much on paid, Corey?
2 months, 8 weeks, total paid.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
How much did your wife have?
Hers was pitiful.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah. Oh, it's
dads out there getting more time off than
their
wives.
It was great. I mean, I worked a little bit. Like I do some things if they needed it done, but I just had my laptop at home, and it was like I felt kind of guilty. I felt guilty. I was like, we even said it's like this is bad when my leave is longer and it's uninterrupted because she had to file for short-term disability.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. I mean, I never don't ever question a mom on anything they do because that's just that's one of the things I felt bad. I felt kind of dirty doing that. But it was well within my right. I told her, I said, well, maybe you got to come and work with me then. And then we get those 2 weeks uninterrupted and we'll be counting dollar bills, y'all.
Fair enough.
No, facts.
No, it's crazy that there's guys out there getting more time off than their wives. That's especially being in it of how much more it's on the wife or the mom. It's not even remotely close.
I was
right?
the Jordan Reed of early fatherhood. I just was sitting there chilling on IR. So show up a little bit.
Crazy.
I'm like changing every diaper I can, like doing everything, feeding him wherever, like because I know it's way more on her than it is on me. Like we're not even in the same hemisphere. And to think, luckily she has 6 weeks off, and then she has 4 weeks of vacation saved up that she's going to use.
Ooh.
So she's going to, I guess that'd be about 2.5 months for her.
10 weeks, 2.5 months.
Yeah. Is what she's going to end up taking. All obviously the vacation's paid, but the 6 weeks is all paid as well. So that'll be good for us on that front, and good for her to be able to spend time with him and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think she's going to go back to work anyway. So, well, she has a stay-at-home gig now that she's hoping that this current job will turn into a stay-at-home job. But they're like, and her boss that she reports to is all for it. No problem. She can do most of her job from home. But then the people above her, like her boss, are fighting it. Like, no, we don't do stay at home. Yeah, it sucks.
Oh, what's wrong with these people, bro?
It'll
make your life a living hell for what, bro? Like,
yeah, it's like, no, I'm not driving, being on the road for 2 hours a day, working for 8 hours, where a lot of the time she's watching Netflix anyway, because she gets her job done so fast that she doesn't need to be there. What's up?
Stop showing the robbery tape. Stop showing the robbery tape. Just stop showing the robbery tape. You sit on here.
It's crazy.
Do research and watch it.
Hey, man! It's crazy. It's not robbery when you gotta commute there.
Tim's dry snitching over here.
It's just true. But that's just the truth of the matter. Of like, you're gonna stress yourself out like so much more time, and be a mom and a home taker and this and that, and we're paying for childcare on top of it. So you're working for a lot less.
Oh yeah.
On top of it, it's just not worth the little bit of extra money that it comes out to be for all the added stress. It's just,
here you go. You guys want to get pissed off at me again?
What'd you do?
You know how much Zane's daycare is going to cost once I take him to work?
What, zero? Your mother-in-law is watching him or something?
No. Don't be disrespectful. My blood pressure just went through the roof right there. My sugar.
I know he's going to be in more cowboy gear or whatever.
My sugar. That happened yesterday, and we had to have a debate on that.
It happened again?
Oh, yeah. This sugar is a random occurrence now. It is. I told her because her dad was watching, and I said, I'm sitting there, and jackass Corey is like, there's other stuff that he can wear, right? And Randy looks at me, well, you need to put it out there. I'm like, there's a burgundy onesie right there. She's like, you just put that right there. I said, no, ma'am, I did not. It was already there. So I'm like, hello. But, it's all in good fun.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be damned. I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Any of my aunts, I think I was only one cowboy aunt in my family on my mother's side. There's only two on my father's side. I'll be darned. If my aunt Dorothy, my Aunt Jack, go put some daggone little cowboy gear on.
Yeah.
I'm taking it off TJ and I'm burning it immediately. And I'm not refunding.
Oh no, he wore one of his godparents were in Texas, and they don't even like Cowboys, but they brought him back a Cowboys bib, and they put it on him to go to the daycare. And you know what I did? I flipped that thing inside out right there. I said, no. And Randy looks at me. She said, it's just a bib. I said, no, we're not doing this. Because she's got to realize, and I've told people this before, and y'all know what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy fan, like our disdain for Cowboy fans don't come from Cowboys fans from like Texas and everything. It comes from people from the DMV.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different type of Cowboy fan. And I told y'all before, ashy lip, faded Michael Irvin jersey. They probably wearing some dirty New Balances. And they probably work for like the sanitation commission in your local county or in your local city somewhere. And they've been working for 40 years.
They work for DC Water down Southwest.
Yeah, they work for DC Water Department, work for the sewer and everything like that. Like I ain't hating on the job. I'm not hating on nobody's hustle, but that's what those Cowboys fans are. And the name's probably like Chris or Luther or something like that, and they've never been outside. They've probably been no further than Dallas, West Virginia, and that's about it.
No,
that's where my hate comes from.
I'm a Cowboys
if you grew up in Dallas, Texas, of course you should be a Cowboys fan. That's what you should be.
And I love those guys.
Yeah.
I like those guys.
Cowboys fans from Dallas are cool.
If you grew up in Philly, you should be a Philly fan. If you grew up in New York, you should be. Well, you could.
No. If you grew up in Philly, no offense, Tom, but if you grew up in Philly, you probably should have been. You should have been shipped off somewhere to an insane asylum because they just those morons. I mean, Philly.
We gotta say specific areas in Philly, all right? Because South Philly is fine. You from North Philly, from Meat Mill, you get shipped off because they all wild. They do dumb stuff. They got.
I mean, being a Philly fan is dumb stuff.
All you do is rob you.
I forgot. I'm talking to an op. So I can't. You know what? I can't ration with an op. So I'm not gonna.
There you go.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh God!
All right. Eagle fan or something.
Let's hop into the stuff.
I ain't one of the delusional Pigeon fans. Leave me alone.
All right, so no roster moves this week, no cuts, no ads that I saw anyway. Did you guys see anything that I missed?
No,
it wasn't listed. Washington hires. We did hire. I don't know if it's official yet, but they've been talking about Chris White from the Chicago Bears. He was the assistant director of pro scouting in Chicago. Now we hired him as our director.
That is official.
Sweet. Official. So pro scouting. So we have a new director of pro scouting here. I don't know why people are kind of talking about him with the draft. It's pro scouting, so it'd be more free agent, right? Like I don't. Yeah. I'm assuming he's the guy that's going to be more looking at the other teams' rosters, looking to see who gets cut, who can we add, like more touching base in those fronts. Not really anything to do with the draft. I could be wrong, but based on the job
probably dive in the draft a little bit, but I don't think they go. Yeah. Pro scouting more just pro players.
That's what I would think it is. At least that's the department he's leading. Whether he has a voice in something else or not, it's just not his department. It's just other than like his. Obviously, he should have some sort of football acumen. So you just ask him, like, "What did you think about this guy?" But shouldn't be his area of expertise for sure. But anyway, we do hire him, and it just continued to add to this front office. They also announced. Robert Salah announced that we will do another joint practice. Well, he was announcing it for the Jets, but we are in that conversation. So now we're going to be doing a joint practice with the Dolphins and a joint practice with the Jets. I was listening to Street Scores, and he was saying that it was in New York, but I'm looking at it. It should be here because according to what I was seeing, it's a home game for us.
Yeah.
The Jets are.
I'm about to pay for the home game.
Oh no, that's weird. Google, when I looked up the Commander's schedule, it definitely had us on the bottom. Yeah, here, look at this. Yeah. That's weird.
August 10th. Yeah.
That is very strange because if we look here, like usually the bottom name is the home team.
Yeah. We should only have one home.
Okay, cool. All right. Well,
I thought the New England game was the. I thought the New England game was the.
That's the one home game. Yeah.
But according to ESPN, it is an away game at New York. Okay, so both of our joint practices then will be obviously in the city of the team that we're going to be playing in. So you wouldn't have the Jets come down to DC to then everybody go back up north to play the preseason game. So most likely it'll be a day or two before, or most likely 2 days before the game. So we'll have two joint practices, neither of them in this area. So you can't go see the Dolphins team or the Jets team, but it is a joint practice nonetheless, and we'll see how we rank up, even though last year against the Ravens, everybody was hyping up, pass interferences from our first round pick as if he was doing something good. But, we'll see what happens.
There it is. There it is already. The vitriol.
I mentioned no names. The
vitriol. I can feel it right in there. Man, y'all need to leave feed the children alone. Let that boy,
dude. When they sent that picture, dude, they sent that picture of what is it, a high school student or something like that?
Oh,
and they sent it to my group chat. One of my buddies sent it to the group chat saying, "Which one's the NFL player?" Like he looks like a little kid standing next to this high school.
Our babies have thicker legs than Emmanuel Forbes.
Yeah, Cheetah got bigger legs.
Boy, I swear to God, I saw that. He looked like he was something in my earth science book. Like that's exactly what it like.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Legitimately, what would have the bigger circumference? His legs combined, or one of Saquon Barkley's legs?
Probably one of Saquon.
Saquon's legs.
Like, tell me, why does he look like a stand-in from Hotel Rwanda? That's what I want to know. Like, he looked like he's Don Cheadle's stand-in for like, it like literally cut down the tall trees, like he said, like he said up in that movie.
Hey man.
Let me stop. I'm
gonna end it with this. I made a post on X. All right, so I'm gonna need everybody do me a favor. All right, everybody do me a favor. Everyone, give a pound of your body weight to Emmanuel Forbes for Feed the Forbes Foundation. He needs it, bro.
Yes, Feed the Forbes Foundation.
Feed the Forbes Foundation, man.
So according to the internet, just reading Robert's question here, are all draft picks signed except JD? JD is signed, a fully guaranteed 4-year deal, $37.7 million, including a $24.2 million signing bonus.
When did they come out?
April 30th, 2024. That's what I'm looking at here.
Huh? I don't think he signed that quick, did he?
Maybe he didn't.
Yeah, he's unsigned still.
Interesting. So where the heck is this coming from? Is it just a guess?
I think it's
Jaden Daniels' rookie contract figures. I mean, like, it's being reported everywhere. $37.7 million, 4-year deal, $24.2 million signing bonus with a 5th-year option. Like, there's another. I mean, reported everywhere is an exaggeration, but I'm just saying, like, I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Is expected to sign. Okay, so Bleacher Report says Daniels is expected to sign a fully guaranteed 4-year, $37.7 million contract. So, yeah, because I would imagine that these contracts are kind of already set up, right? Like, or at least there's like a small range that you can select it in. Because obviously the first pick should get paid the most, second pick, the second most, and so on and so forth. That there's already ranges for this, but weird. So it's weird that we know the details, but I guess he hasn't actually put his signature on the contract yet. I don't know. I don't know what the holdup would be then. I don't know what they're negotiating, because I thought these rookie deals are pretty much kind of already almost
a rookie wage scale, but I think like the max you can get is like different or something like that. Like,
based on each pick,
slight variance, but it's not that much to where this shouldn't be done by now.
And also, I can't imagine the Commanders not just paying the max. Whatever the range is, pay the max. I mean, you have your franchise quarterback. Why are we disputing over $1 million for a franchise quarterback? Right?
I think it get done here soon.
Yeah. It'll get done here shortly.
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's probably more of a formality type thing.
Yeah.
Right. Commander's name and brand sucks. Oh yeah, I did put a poll out there, so please put your votes in the poll, because we're going to talk about it later. Of how do you feel about the Commander's name? So we'll definitely talk about that later. But yeah, and I'll star this comment. We can go back to the name later. Forbes, it looks like he lost 10 pounds. Whole AJ looks like he gained 10 pounds. Oh geez, yeah, he's already so thin. If we can get a logo back, then I'm good. Okay, so yeah, did more name stuff. I don't remember hearing Newton signed. Now I don't know. Like, I'm confused. I bet I'm going to look up Johnny Newton contract and it's going to give me all the details, but then he never signed it. So I don't understand that.
I don't say these boys so long.
Former Illinois star will sign a 4-year rookie deal worth approximately $9.695 million as a second-round draft pick.
Wow. Yeah, he's still unsigned too. Maybe they're just making their way out of the.
What are you looking at to say unsigned? I'm not disputing it. I'm just curious.
I'm on Wikipedia right now.
Wikipedia, and it says unsigned. Okay, I'm just curious, like, where you got that info. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what. And usually,
what in the world is the holdup? Why do rookies take so long to sign the contract? I'm so confused.
I don't think Sennett signed or Sanders still hadn't signed either.
They only just signed the ones that have been drafted after the 3rd round.
Yeah.
So you got McCaffrey.
I'm gonna look that up. Why do rookies take so long to sign?
That's actually a good question.
Why does it take so long for rookies to sign?
That's a damn good question, Tim.
Contract wage scale explainer. Okay, this is a long article, but that's something I'm going to look up into later, because I'm confused on what the holdup possibly could be. Because if there's a range, and you sign it, like, and also I'm also confused. Why is there even a range?
Because They used to be. I remember. I think Cam Newton's class was the first on that little range scale, because at first they used to get paid, like these first round picks would get paid stupid money and they'd underperform. Like, like I think of like back in '99 with Tim Couch and everything, right? When the Browns drafted him first overall, or like Joey Harrington in 2002. Granted, these guys didn't have anything around them, but they put all their money into these guys succeeding, and they didn't do anything. So it was really, I think the teams did that more or less to protect themselves.
I don't, but it's saying fully guaranteed anyway. It seems like the contracts are fully guaranteed anyway for the rookie deals, and I think that's how it is. So you're not even disputing guaranteed money. And why would you draft a guy at that spot that you're not willing to pay the max of that pick?
That's true.
Right, like, I don't understand. So why would there even be? We liked you to draft you at pick number 22, but we don't like you enough to pay you let's say it's a
max amount of money for
10 to 12 million. We're only going to pay you 10.5 though. We don't feel good about that $1.5 million, unless the only thing I can imagine is maybe since it's a salary cap, maybe you need a little bit of wiggle room to make that work. But what is $1.5 million going to do for your cap? It doesn't make. I don't understand the range concept at all, because it's not enough money to make a difference. It's not like you're signing your first overall pick to a $60 million a year contract like Mahomes is signing, and now you need wiggle room to, like, $10 million makes a huge difference in your salary cap. We're talking $500,000 to $1.5 million, $2 million max. Just make it work. It makes no sense, but. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, good question. So good to know. We haven't signed, even though the details are out of what he's supposed to sign. He hasn't signed it yet. And we'll
probably lawyers. When you get lawyers involved in stuff and reviewing, that's.
I'm going to read it later, and by next week I'll have a better answer for you guys on why it takes so long and what the theory is.
Man, the agent probably like, man, I want 20% right now. He's like, no. If you wait, I get 10%. Okay, I'll wait.
I'm imagining it's something on the back end. Pause, but
probably something on the back end, maybe the agent or something like that. They ain't trying to kick out the money.
All right, we'll see. We shall see. All right, OTAs. We have some takeaways from OTAs that matter so deeply that if, like, Caleb Williams got benched, does that mean he's a bust already? Should they cut him and just move on to the next guy? Maybe we could trade him Sam Hartman. Maybe we could do that, and they would be much better off.
Oh my god!
But I heard I think it's a fake post, but apparently threw like 7 interceptions in a row, and they benched him or something stupid like that. I think it was fake.
That was a fake post, but he did struggle a little bit. I saw Bears' actual verified Twitter account. He struggled a little bit. He threw a couple of picks in practice. But it went 7. Yeah, he struggled a little bit.
Well, go ahead.
I said, really, you're in a lame duck situation. Caleb is. I know they're putting all this stuff around him, but they didn't even know if Eberflus was going to be back in the middle of last season. They didn't think he was going to be back. So, and then they went off and won these games. So I would think that the struggles are probably there, because I think the Bears are a mess more than what they're letting on in the situation. So, we'll see.
We will see. Anyway, I was listening to Logan Paulson and them talk about some camp, and then also street scores, and just listing some takeaways. Apparently, Jaden Daniels looked very smooth and has looked like the quarterback one in training, like above a Marcus Mariota. Not completely shocking, because I don't think Marcus Mariota is like yes, he's a vet that's been in the league quite some time, but it's not like he's ever looked great in the NFL. So he's not coming in to be some smooth operator and should have a great grasp of Cliff Kingsbury's system. I don't think they've ever played together either. So I'm not super shocked by that. But both him and Mariota have been splitting reps at QB1. And also, what I've actually liked to hear, I think this is kind of cool. If there's anything that you can do in training camp that I think is pretty interesting, especially for Jaden specifically, because he definitely has a tendency in college to just drop his head down and run, is that he's forcing Jaden to only throw the ball. even if that's throw it away, throw it into coverage, whatever. Don't use your legs to run the ball anywhere. And I think that's actually a really good thing, because then hopefully that will translate it somewhat into his game in the real game, and he has some practice under his belt. What are you guys hearing about Jaden, or think about Jaden's OTAs?
I saw somewhere where they say he might be the most prepared rookie quarterback coming into to his debut.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's encouraging, but that's what people speak in hyperbole during the offseason all the time.
Yeah.
If they
There's no way he was above Andrew Luck. It's impossible.
Right.
But
right.
I mean, it's fine. I will still take it. I think that's because I also heard Jonathan Allen say that he's prides himself in being the first one in the building. Jonathan Allen does, but Jaden Daniels has been beating him to the facility.
That's a positive thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he takes. I think Jaden takes ball seriously. I've never gotten that doubt about him. Like I think people think because the situations that happened at Arizona State, the stuff with his mom, she wants to be boss mom. But he always takes it on the field. Like every year he's improved at Arizona State. He had good numbers at Arizona State. They just really didn't have a team around him. He took, and then he went from like when they beat Alabama back in 2022, and he catalyzed that into a Heisman candidacy and winning that. The dude's about ball. He improves every day. We've seen him improve. So I don't think he's going to be a problem. Like, I don't think he's going to let that get to his head. And now this is a benefit of probably like NIL deals and everything like that. He's already exposed to that type of stuff in college.
Fame.
Yeah, it's just elevated a little bit being on the national stage with the NFL now. So I think he's gonna be. I think Jaden's gonna be okay. The only thing that I'm worried about is the frame. That's the only thing that I'm worried about, and his health. And we know quarterbacks that are kind of built like that tend to have injury problems, but maybe he can turn the corner on that. We're hoping. We're spitting in one.
They were saying Logan was saying that. I think it was somebody. I can't remember street scores now, but I remember hearing that he's bigger than they expected. Meeting him in person, like with all the reports and everything. That I mean, he's still on the thinner side. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's like, oh, now he looks like Cam Newton or Josh Allen when you walk up next to him. But like it's unlike Forbes where you meet. I feel like if you meet him, you're like, where's his legs go?
What half of the sandwich, brother? You want half of the sandwich?
Yeah, exactly. Unlike that, when you meet him, it doesn't feel as though he's some just fragile quarterback that's going to get destroyed in one hit, which is good.
I think Jay's going to add another 5 to 7 pounds to his frame. I think he'll probably be at season start 6'4", 218-ish.
Yeah, steroids will do it.
I think he'll be out.
See.
Yeah, James be fine. James look good though. That pass of Jahan Dotson we saw on the Comman-Dads page is a hell of a bro.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he's learned to get the ball in his hand. The release looks quick.
Yeah.
They said mechanically he's looking phenomenal.
His release is insane. I'm like, oh gosh, this is crisp. So like because we always seen this crap over the last 20 some odd years. It's just crap at quarterback. And like we were having, it's besides family member. We've seen these guys, like people were actually having us believe that Taylor Heineke could lead a team into the playoffs and everything with his malignant throwing and everything like that. So I mean, it's nice to see somebody with a skill set.
Yeah.
And that's a highly touted prospect in here once again to show us that what we've been missing over the.
It reminds me of when it reminds me of when Adrian Peterson. Don't get me wrong, I haven't watched any of the OTA, so I don't know if this is actually true. But just going off what you're saying, when Adrian Peterson actually came in and played running back for us, the realization, that's what a running back looks like. Not this Alfred Morris that just downhill hits the gap that the Shanahan's team just created, or Chris Thompson or Matt Jones, whatever, like all these guys that were coming in at the time, and then you have Adrian Peterson.
Alfred had a 1,600-yard season. We know.
He is the lead season rusher.
Yeah,
the rest of
he went into the Shanahan system. They spit those out like they're candy. That's what they do.
Okay? He still a long career.
1,600 yards ain't nothing to snuff at, though. Like, I get
1,600 yards.
1,600 yards ain't nothing to stuff.
Adrian Peterson had his first few runs in the preseason. I think it was, or no, first week 1, because we didn't sign him in the preseason. We brought him in right after the preseason, and with Jay Gruden didn't even know we signed him. I think it was Doug Williams that just pulled the trigger anyway, or something like that. But it was obvious that, okay, this is something we haven't seen in a long time, if ever, of a guy that just understands that jump step, the smoothness of it, they hit the edge. Yeah, it's much better. But of course, I'm not comparing Jaden Daniels already to somebody as great as an Adrian Peterson. But if he can be,
this
year,
give me 20.
I need him to be RG3 without the daddy issues.
Yeah, RG3 fought the ACL tears and the foolishness.
And let Frankenberry cook, man. That's all that. Let Frankenberry cook with that boy, and I think we'll be all right.
Frankenberry. Oh shit. Oh,
all right. Man. Everybody talking about being like the Texas.
Do we talk McGrinder now? We talk McGrinder.
Bengals at the end. Let's talk about our O-line. It seems happened so far. If we could be, and CJ Stroud said himself that Jaden Daniels reminds me the most of himself, or reminds him of himself last year, which would be awesome if he could have a CJ Stroud season 1.
Oh yeah.
He came in the last preseason game. I remember he played the first game. Oh, okay.
That's not accurate.
Was I accurate?
No, he came in the third preseason game because he didn't play against Baltimore. So yeah, because he came in right before the final dress rehearsal, and they ran. Okay. I remember Alex Smith started. So
yeah, for sure. I thought he had a. I just second guessed myself because I thought I remember seeing him in the preseason the first time, but then I thought about it. I knew he came late in the process. I do know that, but I couldn't remember what point. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
John was catching the mess out of those Heineke wobblers. And when Wentz wasn't getting smacked, he had some PDs. Jaden to Dotson and Jaden to McLaurin about to go crazy. And you know what I want to say? Jaden to McCaffrey.
Affirmative action. Like football affirmative action. The black quarterback to the white receiver. I love it, man. See, this is why I said, can we get a white running back too? That's what I want. I want a white running back too. Can we find Christian McCaffrey? Like, see, I'm all about equal.
Austin Eckler's light skin, right?
I mean, one half. It'd be like one half. It'd be like have my son in the backfield. So it'd be like one half. So
maybe Rex Burkhead's out there. Can we go get Rex Burkhead?
Yeah, that's what I need. I need a gritty. I need like one of them.
You want a Danny Whitehead, bro?
Yeah. Like one of them Gruden grinders or something. Give me a Mike All-Star. The A trade.
Hey, you want Peyton Hillis, bro?
Yeah.
You want Peyton Hillis, bro?
Before Madden? Yeah, I want Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis. Yes. Apparently he was a head case, but that dude could ball.
Larry,
when he was playing.
What was his name? Larry Woodchuck. Woodhead. Danny Woodhead.
Danny Woodhead. I said
Yeah. I said Woodchuck. I was like Woodchuck. Oh God.
Funny. All right. Well, it's always good to hear that Jaden Daniels is doing well. Obviously, you'd rather hear that than Caleb Williams getting benched. Of course, everything's relative at this time. Nobody wins. Nobody wins anything at this point. But it's always encouraging to hear good news rather than bad news. All right. Something else I was noted from Logan Paulson was Joe Witt's secondary has a way different feel to it. The disguises are way better, and they're flying around, attacking the ball. it's nice to hear that, but are we shocked?
No.
I'm so like we had a high school guy coaching the secondary. Like seriously, we went and picked up somebody from the 7-Eleven who's been on the staff. He's been collecting a check.
It's crazy.
The whole time, and then like, are we surprised? They beat the crap out of us every time when he was coaching the secondary in Dallas.
Yeah.
Like we were a record breaker against them. Like Deron Bland, he made a guy, literally the guy's last name says that I'm not interesting. I'm probably not that good. I'm bland, and made him look elite. Come on now.
Even though he didn't play that bad the year before, but obviously last year he broke the record for
pick sixes.
Yeah.
If we can get Terrence and Phillip, Mr. Canadian, Benjamin St. Jude, shout out to South Park. We can get him going right. And then who else is on there? Feed the Children. If we can just
Feed
get
the
him
Forest
on
Foundation, man.
Yeah, Feed the Forest Foundation. If we can get those guys to play within this scheme, it should be different. It feels different because it's organized. Damn it, that's why. Like because they're credible. It's like when you cite your sources, it ain't that hard, man.
Cite your sources.
It's like, this broadcast on Fox is different when you don't have Chris Myers doing it compared to when you have Greg Olsen and Kevin Burkhardt. Wonder why? Yeah, because it's the biggest game of the weekend. They got more cameras there. That's why.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I love Joe Witt's press conference.
Woo.
That was a fun one to listen to, and it definitely made me like him a lot. And yeah, as you said, they had the pedigree. So the Dallas's defense was phenomenal the last few seasons with them there. I don't know. I think he was actually with the Green Bay, Joe Witt specifically. Dan Quinn didn't bring him in, I think, until Atlanta. But yeah, no, it's good to hear. And in that, Forbes is getting reps with the starters. So a lot of this reports of, he has no chance to start. Blah, blah, blah. We'll see. I mean, they're giving him a chance. They're giving him an opportunity. Just will he earn it? What's that?
Kyle was saying that he needs to earn it, and I completely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he doesn't need to be given. That's the problem in the past was all these draft picks were given spots, and they didn't earn them.
Don't give him nothing.
Yep. Has Cole Turner made a single appearance in OTAs? I haven't heard one word. I don't think he's going to be anywhere near the starting lineup now. I doubt he's even playing with the ones much because now we have Zach Ertz, and then we just spent a second-round pick on Sinnott. He immediately moves to tight end 3 at the highest.
Marty Rogers getting more reps than him too. He might not.
Marty Rogers is another one that deserves it. I mean, we've seen way more out of him than we did out of Cole. I thought anyway. I thought Marty Rogers looked like a weapon.
Yeah, Cole and Master John Bates, they're probably going to be cut. So at this point,
all dogs go to heaven, even John Bates.
What, Tim? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you didn't do nothing. Yeah, that's what I say too. I agree. But
my man generic animation with no badges. My man 55 overall.
Who would you keep, John Bates or Cole Turner? If you had to keep one,
Bates. The only reason why I keep Bates is he's shown me more. Like, and it's not much.
Yeah,
but like he's proven himself to be a blocker too. So if I needed somebody to be a blocker, I could have him there. And he's pretty much stayed healthy. Cole Turner has just been hoping. That's all he's been is hope.
Yeah.
Hope and hurt.
Yeah, hope and hurt. Hurt and hoping.
Hey man.
Yeah, I think I would keep Bates too.
Can I pick Never, bro? Is an option for
you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Bro, don't be an op.
Bro. Don't be an op.
Oh, I'm not op, bro.
That's the question. Is that the question?
I'm starting to get offensive.
That's the question.
I'm not an op.
All bias set aside, I'll probably just keep John Bates. He's a blocker. You know what I'm saying? He'll catch a pass every now and then.
Man,
he still tries.
Cole Turner was getting so much hype last year. Every practice, he was scoring a goal, red zone touchdown or something like that. And I just remember, I never liked him. I was never a Cole Turner guy because I watched Carson Strong, tape, and he was his number one target when Cole Turner, well, not number one, sorry, Romeo Dobbs was there too, but still, he was a big target that he liked. And I saw so many concentration drops. He was more of a zone beating tight end. He wasn't special. So there's a reason he went in the 5th round.
Wasn't he a receiver too at the in Nevada more than anything? He lined up as wide.
Oh, he did not block. Yeah, which is not a tight end. I said this before. Right. If you can't block, you're just a big wide receiver, and if you can't go run a route, then you're just a small tackle. Then it's just you're not a tight end. A tight end can do both by definition. So, but I digress. All right, so good. We like Joe Witt. Another thing I heard, which is interesting, because I don't know, I wonder if it'd be interesting to be at the facility to see if it was actually any different. Like if we went to both Ron Rivera's practices, Jay Gruden's practices, and then now Dan Quinn. Because I feel you hear this every single offseason of the energy is so much better than previous years. Oh, it's so much better. It's so much like a real football team. But that is something they've been reporting, that apparently every coach too, it's from top to bottom, is extremely high energy. And they were also apparently doing some sort of crazy warm up that was getting everybody hyped with music, and even the vets were having a blast with it and stuff like that. So
they had like this big old circuit, like just turn up, all this foolishness.
So, well, hey, good. Those are the things you want to hear out of OTAs. Again, OTAs, it's whatever. Nobody wins anything here right now. It's more of just chemistry building, and more than just on the field, just as a group of guys, team building exercises and just getting used to each other as people. But I don't really, we're not even in pads, right? It's just shorts and t-shirts or whatever, practice jerseys. So.
I've got this inquiry.
Okay.
So like we talk about people like John Keim and like JP Finley, they report what's going on there with Stanek and Giavala and all of them. Could it be that would they like criticize the fans for not understanding and seeing like a good team functioning, wishing and hoping we finally found a good team? Could it be that they don't see this, that like they're rookies to this too of functionality, and maybe that's been like the misreporting and not understanding what they're seeing and everything out there? It's kind of like they're like, oh, this seems like a professional group of coaches and everything like that. And I just feel like maybe that's led to them missing the mark, and they've been like overly sensitive more than in previous years. So I just like for some of the reports, I guess, just like kind of our OTA takeaways, it's just like, heck, I don't think they really knew what they were looking for either, because they've never seen anything function unless they went to like these joint practices, which Washington hasn't done a lot of these in recent years. So,
how much football do they actually know in general? So, and how much do they? I don't know. They're just reporters, really. I don't think that John Keim or anybody, these guys have played football at any sort of level. So, people want to hear people want to hear good things too, and they know that. And I think that's also a part of it, that it's the game that a lot of people play in the media, that you have to pick and choose when you are critical, because then your audience starts to get upset if you're like overly critical. So you got to give them some hope, and that's kind of their job too, and why they're in their position is you give our fan base some hope. You talk good about us. I think about Larry Michaels, like, good grief. Like, I think we were going against the Lions with Matt Stafford, and they had a better record than us that year. And yet
intangibles.
Yet he was like, quarterback comparison. Oh, we have the better quarterback. Running back comparison. Oh, we have the better running back. Defensive line. Oh, we have the better like every position group. It's like he was
but that's North Korea state media, though. That was pretty much like North 100%. Korea state media with Larry Michael.
Russian television or whatever.
He was taking over Brandon McManus. So,
can we get to that?
We got woke.
Yeah, we can get to it. Why not? We can skip. We'll do the poll last. That's fine.
We can do the poll.
No, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. We can do both. All right. McManus, accused of sexual assault while he was with Jacksonville. And there's two victims. And apparently it happened on the same, I'm assuming the same flight. It looks like to London.
Yeah.
And they're just named Jane Doe 1 and 2. So they're not listed by actual name, which is fine. Jane Doe 1 accuses McManus of trying to kiss her while she was seated during a session of turbulence and twice grinding up against her while she was serving the flight's 2 meal services. Per the lawsuit, Doe 1 alleges during the first assault, she made eye contact with another Jaguars player who she looked ashamed of McManus's behavior. So that's number 1. And then number 2, Jane Doe 2 alleges that McManus grinded up against her while she was serving the flight's second meal service. Per the lawsuit, Doe 2 confronted McManus, who smirked and walked away. The lawsuit says Doe 2 remained in the aircraft's second story to avoid McManus on the team's flight from London to Jacksonville. So it looks like it's London to Jacksonville. They said to London, but it actually looks like it's London to Jacksonville. So going back home, which would lead to more. Did Jacksonville win that game in London? I'd have to go look. It was against the Falcons, right?
That's when Ritter threw like 100 picks.
Yeah. Okay. So then and I think that was the Lego game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Or the Toy Story game, one of those two, whatever that was. So, which does lead to more of a party atmosphere if you just won. That you could see celebration on the flight home, and maybe there was some drinks flying and stupid stuff happening. But what I'm taking away is that we will find an answer to this, an investigation. This was not some behind closed doors weirdness. Like, she literally said that another Jacksonville Jaguars player was eyewitness and made a disgusted look at McManus. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes from this. But okay, let's say he is guilty, like proven guilty in this. Does Washington cut him? Is this enough to say, yeah, you're out of here?
Yeah.
Lego games don't give up.
Hey, I'm gonna keep the show in brief. If this is true, we got a weird adulteress. That's adultery. He's a wife, by the way. Freaky ass kicker. He can take his freaky ass somewhere else. Bye.
I thought about looking into that. I thought about looking into it. I'm sorry, and then I didn't. So that's weird too. Yeah, because now it's accused. He's basically accusing of cheating in a sense, right? Like, well, not literally. I don't know. Depends on what you define cheating. I would define it as cheating.
It's adultery. He tried to advance us on another woman. It's adultery.
So, man, interesting on that front as well. What do you think, Corey?
Take all the money, wife. Take all the money.
Yeah, that's let's play a game of hypotheticals, right?
Okay.
So this guy's coming off of one of his better performance seasons, right? He was the AFC Special Teams Player of the Month in October, where it was 12 of 12. He was 30 of 37, so about 81%. He didn't miss any extra points, which we know that's a bugaboo for kickers this year. So I'm going to look at it from this way. You mean to tell me why would Jacksonville not renew his contract? Why did they let him go into free agency? It's something. These are the things that keep me up at night. Like, why do we like ice cold drinks and hot drinks and everything? Like, this is stuff that keeps me up at night. If he's guilty of this stuff, then he's got to go. But I also look at it because people were kind of quick to the draw on it. Monte Nicholson basically got high with a girl and she died and he was able to play, right? Jamin Davis likes to play Need for Speed in real life. DeShazer Everett was still on the team and he was high speed chasing and killed his girlfriend. He still had an opportunity. This is before any litigations happened. So the people who are saying right off the bat cut Brandon McManus, I think that's a little short-sighted. But I also say the optics for this team in this situation and what he is accused of is a bad look because you're still trying to get the stench away from Dan Snyder and his mongrel squad. So I mean, I want to get the guy the benefit of the doubt, due process, but then I'm also like, I'm trying to rehab my image. We are still a team rehabbing from 20 some odd years of just poor malnourishment and everything like that. So I mean, and can't you find a kicker? The Bates kid in with the Michigan Panthers or whatever they are in the UFL. I can't think what they are, but yeah, maybe
UFL.
you go out and get him. Yeah, UFL. Yeah,
somebody
Michigan
Panthers, you're right, Michigan Panthers.
Yeah, Michigan Panthers. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I mean, if he's guilty, bye-bye. But you know, how long is that going to take? And how long is that going to be a distraction? Because you know it's going to be the first question when he's out there. And the team also removed his interview from the YouTube channel. Also. So something smells, boys. That's all I'm saying.
Something smells.
Well, according to Peterson, this was the first he heard about it. So if you want to take that for what it is, but he said that he had not heard of this allegation beforehand. So that would be some indication, and he could be lying, but that'd be some indication of they didn't. It had no effect on whether they signed him or not. I guess in that front, 81% is not phenomenal kicking for 30 for 37. That's okay. Like it's not something to be super excited about. It's also probably not something to be cutting for.
That's kind of around with Joey Slye last year, like 81%.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty average for a kicker. I mean, of course, you have like the Tuckers that will go for like 90% plus, or you know, some great kickers. I think that 81 is probably right about average. It's a fair question. Why didn't you guys bring him back if he played well for you guys? And what do you know, or what did you not know about it? And if you did know about it and you didn't say anything elsewhere, but I guess you can.
That's what the team's getting sued too.
What can you say? That's another thing too, I guess, because it's not your place to bring that in the forefront. It's kind of the victim's call, I guess. Especially, I think that's the typical procedure: is you give them control of the situation, because the whole point is they did not have control of the actual incident, so you let them have control over the narrative after that, so they get to choose whether they go public or go take it any further. So I guess it's one of those things. What can you say as a organization? So, and where is the line of when do you do some action compared to when do you just step back and let other people handle these things? So I wouldn't be yelling at Jacksonville knowing that as like an organization. Man, I don't know. What I do know is that, or I feel anyway, I shouldn't say I know, is that the truth is going to come out.
Right.
Because there's too many witnesses, too much going on to say one way or the other. And unlike the Watson situation, where it's a lot of one-on-one situations in a private massage parlor room of like a lot of he said, she said, that there was just so many that came out that's why it was proven true. But this one it's out there. You had other people seeing it. And then if he did act this way once in public, it's not just once.
Yeah.
There's other incidences that also will come out once you get the ball rolling. So we'll see. Yeah. And he's got a wife. Does he have any kids too?
I believe he has children. I believe they have children together. Yeah.
He probably has some McMinis over there somewhere.
McMinis, yeah. Jake Bates. That's what Redskins meant the kid for
Michigan Panthers.
He's got an absolute cannon of a leg. I know some people were talking about. I think it was Redskins Review that said that he liked the kid for DC Defenders. He made like a 58-yard field goal or something.
He's a pretty accurate kicker.
I mean, there's options for sure. You don't have to have a Brandon McManus that Really, I think a lot of his long kicks were mostly just because he played in Denver for so many years with the thin air.
Oh yeah, getting high at mile high. Yeah,
exactly. All right. Well, good luck, Brandon. Hopefully it's not true because nobody wants that to be true. But if it is true, hopefully he gets what he deserves. All right. Moving on to the Washington Post poll. So according to the Washington Post, they did a poll for DC overall people, sports fans, and then Commanders fans. 3 different polls of how do you feel about the Commanders name. The Commanders fans actually loved it more often than the sports fans or DC overall citizens in general, but that was still only 4% loved it compared to the 3% of the other 2 categories. 32% of fans like it, actual Commander fans, where 31% of both sports fans or just DC overall like it. 7% did not have an opinion or skipped the question. 36% rather, disliked it, and 21% hate it. What are these numbers telling you guys?
That the fans can't stand the Commander's name. They want change. They miss Redskins. They'll never get it back.
Yeah, Redskins ain't coming back, but that's pretty much what it is. I think people associate Commanders with Dan Snyder. Yeah. And that's like the biggest thing. I mean, we've got some of the most ignorant people on the X, like the Washington Redskins guy, which I don't like his choice of words and everything, but he's talking about in the brand, or it's another guy. He's talking about in the brand, Dan Snyder's brand, 5 and 12 until whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ain't coming back, buddy. I'm sorry. That like, and I've resigned the fact. To me, I don't know how y'all feel about it. Like, I love the Redskins. I still wear my Redskins stuff. I miss it. It ain't coming back. Mm-hmm. Like, at what point do grown ass people just move on and say, let's be about the business of winning football game? And it's not changing the argument, because some people are like, I realize this is very important to a lot of people. But sometimes doesn't it just get exhausting?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I still wear my stuff, clearly. Right. I still have a ton of stuff in the back that are all Redskins gear. I'm not forgetting the name. I'm not oh, no. Like, some people like got rid of their stuff and bought all new stuff. I ain't messing with that. But I'm also acknowledging reality. It's where we are. Yep. Yeah. It's where we are. And it is what it is. I can't change. I had my opinion of what I wanted the name to be. It didn't happen. And I actually take these numbers is if you are a like pro Commanders like name or whatever, and if you are Josh Harris looking at these numbers and determining what you should do, honestly, as much as some people would hate to admit it, I think these are actually very good numbers for the Commanders. Mm-hmm. When you have chains, you're going to get 57% of people to hate it. And that's what it is. Dislike 57%. That's just going to happen. Mm-hmm. The only way to fix that is time. We're still 4 years away, only 4 years away from when the name changed. Not even a full 4 years. People are still fresh in their mind and hate that it changed. It's 21% of the people don't hate Commanders, like the name Commanders. They hate that it changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Commander's name is not worse to me than the Dolphins, the Pelicans, the Guardians, or I don't know, like
the Bills.
The Bills, Minnesota Vikings or something.
The
I don't
Texans.
Know, like, there's names out there. Or like, would you rather just be a year? The 76ers, the 49ers, the Commanders. What's that again?
I see what you did there. You threw that shade at
well, there you go.
That's crazy. Oh, man.
I gotta upset the that's cool. No, but seriously, like, as far as like, yes, does the Commander's name excite you? No. Is it really that much of a hateable name as well? Of like, they chose what? Like when the Pelicans name came out, I would imagine you're like, we did what?
Yeah.
We chose the New Orleans, huh? Like, that would have. But Commanders, it's a strong name. It's a military thing. Like it's really not a hateable name in my opinion. It's just that you hate the fact that it changed at all. And 57% is actually not a bad number.
Mm-hmm.
Considering, if you change it to Red Wolves, you would have more loves. Because obviously that was a more popular name.
It was fan driven.
Yep.
And I mean, and what more people are upset, like you said, about it. They're upset of it. That's not Redskins. That's why they hate it. This is what replaced my long-standing love affair with the team. Also, we got to add into the fact that the release was botched because we knew the name the night before because of News 4.
Doug Williams just putting his arm around.
Yeah.
So what's the name?
Yeah.
What's the name?
We're the Commanders.
Like, why didn't you already have
right
Commander Pig, whatever the heck we call him? What's his name?
Tutty.
Commander Tutty. Why was that not already ready? You had 2 years. Why is that not hit behind a banner with a W? You have your Washington W, and you have Commander Tutty with like a big sign that says Commanders running out into a crowd or something. I don't know, like running through a thing, like some big announcement. I just made that off the top of my head. I'm sure when I had millions of dollars and plenty of time to think of it, you could probably even come up with something better. But the best they could do is an empty stadium in the middle of a field with 3 chairs with an interviewer, Jonathan Allen and Doug Williams just going, so what are we going to be?
Ha ha.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah. And I mean, it was everything was lackluster. And even before they announced it on the Today Show, they released the video. I remember sitting there because we were like, it was like a group of us on Rio's channel waiting for them to announce it. And we were like, the team just announced it before they came. Like the Today Show was in commercial break when the team announced it on Twitter. And then it's like, Doug's like, we're the Commanders. And like, I'm like,
well, Doug didn't even say it, right? Didn't
it was Jonathan Allen. John Allen said it. Yeah, that's
and Jonathan Allen just looks like he's hating to be there. Like he's not even. It's just no. It was terrible. You're triggering my PTSD. I won't lie, it felt a little betrayed because the organization made it seem like the polls for the name mattered. I was ready for Red Wolves because it dominated the polls. I remember, like it. That it was upsetting. Don't make it. You have 2 years of all this fan involvement in and then you just don't care.
You piss on it, yeah.
It was like the Commanders wasn't even an option most of the time on polls.
Yeah, facts.
Like, let alone.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Now the Commanders hid in plain sight towards the end because they said they narrowed it down. I remember.
Yeah, the 8 names.
Oh yeah,
Armada.
And then they leaked the little jump where Jason Wright had the little logo. Oh,
yeah. And then they slipped up too. They put like so.
They slipped up.
It was
high. My point is not okay. I don't care about we lowered it down to 8 names. That's fine.
Oh yeah,
but when you put a poll up, like it didn't even register. The numbers were so low for that name, and to make it seem like I was not a Red Tails fan. Not that I disliked the meaning of the Tuskegee Airmen and everything like that. That's great. That's fine. That's cool. But at the same time, you shouldn't go from one racial group to another racial group. I feel like that's because now it's all of a sudden cool to make people mascots when the whole idea is Native Americans are not mascots. Like you shouldn't put them as a mascot. And now so there's that angle of it. But the other thing is that Red Tails was like some weird magazine. You can go look it up on your own time. But I can just also imagine those memes coming out, right? Or they went home with their tails behind their legs. Their butts were red after that whooping. There's so much that could have met. You think commies is bad?
Oh yeah. The red I called them the red asses because I was like thinking like I said I knew the symbolism, but like I was thinking of IR Baboon and everything when on the cartoon show and stuff. I was like, that's not, guys. It's not. The meaning is great, But why don't we just call them the Washington Airmen if that was the case then? And that would have been perfect if you were kind of in it. Yeah, Commies is bad, but I mean,
compared to what the Red Tails, though, I mean, in my opinion, doesn't hold a candle of what it could have been.
And I mean, I'm to the point now that like what's so exhausting is that, and Doc Walker kind of said this too, and I agree with him. He's like, who am I to tell somebody that something isn't offensive if it's in their area? Now, do I think that Redskins is offensive as a team name? No, but if you're calling somebody that, yeah, it's probably offensive. But then you get into that gray area. It's like, well, you wouldn't call somebody that, but it is what it is. I'm not here to debate that.
It's like naming the team the N-word. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta run, y'all, because I got somebody waiting on me for another stream.
No worries, man. It was great. Thanks for being here now.
Yeah. We'll see you, Tone.
Yeah, I'll see y'all next week. You already know.
Yep.
Work on number 2.
Yeah. But who am I to say that when something's offensive? I think that you can say something is not offensive to even a group of people. Like, yeah, because that could be like an infinite thing. Like if somebody came out and said the Bears name offends me, everybody would look at them and be like, you're weird. Like you wouldn't say, well, who am I to say that you shouldn't be offended by the name Bears? You would look at them and be like, why is that offensive to you? Yeah. It means not, like, it's not attacking you. It's not doing anything. Like, oh, well, my mom died to a bear. I'm sorry, but it's still, the Bears name is still not offensive.
Right.
We didn't name it that to crap on your mother.
Right.
Like we didn't name the Washington Redskins to crap on Native Americans and say how, look, let's make fun of these people that think that they should have rights or something. We didn't do that.
And you got to look at the history too, Tim. George Preston Marshall came up with the name, and George Preston Marshall was labeled vehement racist, right? He was the last team to integrate and all that stuff.
Yeah.
My mom tells me today that's why a lot of black people in DMV are Cowboys fans, because they didn't have any black players on the Redskins. Mm-hmm. So I see like where some people are coming from.
But hold on, he could be a racist, which I'm not denying that. But it still doesn't. Yeah. But it still doesn't mean that the name was we named it to be offensive to the Native Americans.
No, I'm right there with you, but I'm saying I'm showing like how people weaponize that as like they're like, well, this is George Preston Marshall's team, yada yada yada. He was a racist, therefore the name is racist. Yeah, right? That's what.
No, I understand.
Yeah. I'm not.
I can follow the argument. I just disagree with the argument.
No, I get. No, I get that. That's one thing I kind of. It's kind of hard being the middleman sometimes, it's like,
here's how it would have been offensive. Like, I think about like the Harlem Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals, right? And the Washington Generals were made to just get destroyed, right? Like that's, and like the players don't try it because it's a show and all this stuff. They're literally made to get destroyed. If we named our team the Washington Redskins and they were just made so that the Dallas Cowboys could beat up on them, absolutely not.
And that's a good.
That's disgusting.
That's a good. That I like. I like where you're going with that.
Yeah, I do. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
we named it with a pride in it,
right?
And we wanted. It was as if we are going to war with the Redskins. We're going to war. We're going to the game with them, and we're rooting for them. This is our team. This is our organization. Like we want to win as the Red, and we're going to try to win, and we're going to do our best to win. But we're not going to just go put a joke on the field just to crap on the Native Americans in that way. What's up, Tone? You're back already. No. It's that good. Show was quick.
Yeah.
No, you're good. Anyway, so it's the logo was created by a Native man. Yeah, I mean, right? Anyway, so there's my where my thing is. Where did it? Because anything could be made out to be a problem after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like people co-op it, right? You talk about like the white nationalists co-opting the white powers, the OK symbol or something like that. And all of a sudden, this was one of the most racist symbols in America for a second, a half second. It wasn't real, but like, this all of a sudden meant white power. And then if you did this, or if you played that stupid game like this, all of a sudden now you are a tax. Like, no,
right.
They didn't own this or whatever. Like that's ridiculous. And just because I use this symbol to say okay does not mean now I'm all of a sudden
it's like
a closet racist or something like that.
Right. That's like in Indian culture, right? The swastika is a symbol of peace, but you had Hitler and the Nazis using it as their symbol, and it's taking on a completely different it takes on a different connotation.
But if a Native American or like if the I don't think anybody would go into like, wow, now you have to get rid of that symbol because somebody else used it. It's like, no. Well, we don't use it that way, so no, thank you.
And I think
is the funny thing. Yep.
If Dan Snyder wasn't the owner of this team, and all his mishaps and because honestly, the reason why the name changed was he was cooking the books and he was keeping money away from his partners.
He tried to save himself.
That's the only reason why that changed. Yep. And then if they had to shut their mouths after the George Floyd thing and not put anything up, because then that's what got a lot more attention on the situation. Because I remember AOC started saying, it's funny you changed it. You should change your team name because that's racist, right? Like and that's where it got from. So the reason that the name changed was the team's fault in the first place, because people at the top couldn't read the room. Like sometimes you just got to stay out of stuff and just be like, back up. And it was
a last ditch effort to save Dan Snyder's skin. That's 100% all it was.
And you know what? But I say at the end of the day, if you ask me in 2018, if they had to change your name and Dan Snyder was no longer the owner of the team, would you be okay? I say yes. I said that then. I'll say it now. Yes, I'm fine with it. Is it the best name? No, but I can get used to it. I hate that the Redskins is gone.
Yeah.
But we move on to bigger and better things. That's what we evolve as culture.
You got to move on. You have to. It's just not good for you, for yourself. It's like, if you can't just accept reality, it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. That name ain't never
sucks.
coming back. It is what it is.
All right. Yeah, and don't move on for anybody other than you. It's only for your mental health that you should move on.
You better preach.
So, all right. Should we do Immaculate Grid, or you guys got anything else?
I love all you Redskin fans. I love you
all the Redskin fans.
I love you. I love you.
Love all your football team fans, like Commanders fans.
Wear your stuff with pride at the games, and you don't have to wear your Commander stuff. Wear your Redskin stuff. Enjoy yourself. And I think that, and we have an ownership group that embraces that. And I think that's a positive too. Like, they understand the team's name is Commanders, but they respect that Redskin heritage.
You saw Dan Quinn put that little alternative shirt on. Y'all know what time it is. They know what's up with the past, and they respect the culture. So, wear your Redskin gear, gang. Don't feel bad about it, y'all. Enjoy it.
Yep.
Embrace it.
Better get in goal for
life. Understand the name will never come back.
Beautiful.
Stop crying about it.
All right. Well, I'm big.
Oh, shoot.
Now we're this. Now we're
it's
that.
Cam.
Production quality. Top notch.
Baseball jump.
Right.
Oh, I don't know about this.
I don't know about
Yeah, we're not doing no baseball. Here we go. All right. So, Immaculate Grid. Got to find the connection. So across the top, we have the Panthers, the Broncos, and 1,000 receiving yard season. I'm assuming it has to be with the team.
Chris Chambers.
Paired with the team.
Chris Chambers with the Dolphins?
Yeah, with a 1,000-yard receiver, Chris Chambers.
Well, okay.
I'm about to say Brandon Marshall.
Then we have the Dolphins, the Eagles, and the Titans down the left side. So you're saying Chris Chambers over here, right?
Chris Chambers.
Not Tyreek Hill?
No.
Oh, gosh. Chris Chambers. Here we go. Bang. 6%. Solid.
Eagles, 1,000-yard receiver, Mike Quick.
Mike Quick?
That is a pull.
Mike Quick? Hold on. What?
3%.
Yep.
Corey, heating up.
You could do Derek Mason for the Titans.
Derek Mason. Sure.
Wait, he had 2,000 yards with the Titans?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a pull right
there. I mean, he has
Derek Mason.
always 1,000 yard season with the Titans. Yeah.
That was his only 1,000 yard season?
Yeah. He got all of his 1,000 yard seasons with them.
He didn't get one with Baltimore, did he?
Did he?
He had one, maybe.
Wait, did he start on the Titans and end in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Got it.
Start with Tennessee.
I only knew him as with Baltimore because I just see he was drafted in 97, and I didn't really start paying attention to football until like 2003 or 4. So I didn't even know him on the Titans. 13%, not too bad. Not bad.
Go. I'm rocking and rolling, sir.
No, I am definitely Commanders over WFT. I hated the football team meme.
Yeah, that one.
That was so trash.
Go football team. It was just such a
football team, man. Football team.
Yeah.
Let's see. Titans, Broncos.
For the Panthers, Eagles, I have my man, $100,000. I know. Jordan Matthews.
Was he? He played for the Panthers. Did he start? Did he start a game for him?
Yeah, he had to play a game for him. Did he play a game for him?
Yes.
Okay.
I think only one. Yeah.
0.3.
Go ahead, Tone.
No!
Tone cheated.
No!
I got Travis Henry for the Titans and the Broncos. The
Travis
running back.
Henry?
Mm-hmm.
Viking. Wait, the Titans and the Broncos?
Yeah, right there.
Travis Henry?
Travis Henry, running back.
You guys are pulling some names, man. 9%. Wow.
Dude, I've been watching like old highlights of stuff. That like early 2003. The only one I can think of right now in that middle one is Brian Dawkins, but that's gonna be too much.
Yeah, it's high.
Shoot.
Hold on. I think I know one game. Hold on, gang. Hold on.
Dolphins, Broncos.
Dolphins and Panthers, right?
Obviously, this is a Brandon Marshall. Would be the obvious one, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a big one.
The Dolphins and Browns.
Did Orton?
I think Brad Marshall obvious. I think for the Panthers, Dolphins, I got my man.
Don't stop cheating.
Again, too obvious.
Cortland
Finnegan.
Oh, he played for the Panthers? He also played for the Titans, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
You can do if you want.
Yeah.
He played for all three teams.
Oh, you getting squirmy now?
Oh, wait a minute. Did he? Oh, he didn't play a game though with him, I don't think. Tim Tebow would have been a good one for Philly and Denver, but he didn't. I think he was just on the
actual game.
Yeah, he didn't play an actual game with them.
The Eagles. That'd been funny.
Tebow.
You getting squirmy over here, Jim Bob?
Jim Bob.
Getting squirmy.
Jim Bob Sula.
Hi. Say hi, Jim Bob.
Hey, Bob. Oh, look at him.
Hi.
Tiny Tim.
Hi.
Baby Jim Bob.
The
second one. All we missing is Zane.
Yeah, he down there. He's that boy somewhere. I don't know what that boy doing.
He's getting a little squirmy. Probably
Look at Tim.
Yeah.
Papa Tim.
All right, what do we got, boys?
Let's see here.
I said Cortland Finnegan. I got Cortland Finnegan.
Finnegan? Okay, which one?
Cortland Finnegan.
Let's go here.
Looking.
Cortland Finnegan. 0.5%. Good pull.
There you go.
Broncos. Oh, Wes Welker? Wes Welker's an obvious one here.
Yeah, Welker.
Yeah.
Oh. Typing one
hand.
He's
going to be an obvious one.
12%? Not too bad. Not too bad.
That's decent.
Broncos, Eagles, and then Panthers, Titans.
Broncos, Eagles.
Let's see.
Broncos, Eagles.
I feel like there's somebody obvious for the Broncos that played
For the Eagles?
For the Eagles, but I'm not. It's not coming. It's just not coming to.
No. Let's see.
To the noggin outside of whatchamacallit?
It's a he. James Anthony.
Ronald Darby.
Oh, Ronald Darby.
Oh no, I got one for you.
Travis Fulgham. Travis Fulgham. I bet it's even lower than that. Travis.
What do you got, Corey?
I got a guy. Let's see if it works or not. His name is Tim Hawk, I think.
Who?
Here you go.
I got Travis Fulgham.
Tim T.I. and this is for the middle. T.I.M. Yeah, you know that. H.A.U.C.K.
Oh gosh. 0.08. There you go. There, that's a pull. Okay, last one. Titans and Panthers.
Kerry Collins.
Ooh, yeah.
Collins.
I forgot about Kerry Collins.
It's C-A-R. Or sorry, not C-A-R.
Oh God, no, don't do it. Don't do that one. That's too much. That's too high.
Oh, you tested it?
Yeah, I tested it. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No, that's like 53%.
What about like an offensive line?
Hey, what about Dennis Daly?
Dennis Daly.
Dennis Daly. Yes.
Told you like I'm just gonna look at this stuff up. I ain't gonna.
Hey man, hey, it's working.
Who? How do you spell
Dennis
it?
Daly, my guy. Dennis Daly. Yeah.
0.7. Nice.
Hey, yo, we OD.
Where do we rank at?
We did really good, I think. Let's see. Show summary. 44.
Not bad.
John Riggins. We did a Riggo.
Immaculate. That don't says immaculate though. That's OD.
That is good.
Oh, it said immaculate?
It don't say immaculate.
Oh, we did it.
That is pretty.
We beat the game, I think.
Do it, yeah.
Is this his stream debut? Yes, this is little Jim Bob's stream debut.
Jim Bob.
He's like, look at him. He's got.
He's got all the facial expressions, dude. So many times I look at him and I'm like, wow, you look so peaceful. And he just goes from.
They're hilarious, man. I'm telling you, they are like, I didn't realize like how hilarious babies are until till Zane was born. And I'm just like, y'all are hilarious. Like, dude, you're hilarious. Like,
yeah, same with TJ. Oh my god.
The expressions that they make. And,
he's very expressive with his facial expressions.
Wait till he starts smiling. That's the fun part.
Oh, I got a picture of it. I wonder if I can pull it up and see it. He was taking a nice dump.
Oh gosh.
I think
a nice dump is OD. Nice dump is crazy.
Let's see if I can pull it up on here.
Oh my god!
Get you guys to see it good enough here. Hold on.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Let's see. Can you guys see this?
Oh, look at Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
Yeah, a little smile.
I got.
And here's one.
The baby Jimbo
right there.
There you go.
The baby Jimbo.
Oh, look at that.
Yep,
look at that.
That was today.
Oh,
and look, check this out. Like on my phone, my lock screen.
Oh, look
I'm glad that's the first one, but watch this.
Oh,
I got a bunch of people
pretty
holding
cool.
them.
That's hilarious.
Like all the family and friends. We're getting squirmy here. We're gonna go eat, but it's a good time to end it.
It's me and the TJ today. We took this today. Me and TJ.
Ladies and their babies. That's what I call
Ladies
it.
and their babies.
Yeah, that's my. Yeah,
that's funny.
There you go.
Me and my twin today.
I love my skin on skin on skin.
Yeah, that was fun. The first time I did that, I was just like,
"But the skin on skin on skin." Did you see with the skin shirt?
Oh yeah.
The skin on skin on skin.
Yeah, skin.
Oh, you getting a little testy? All right, guys. I think that's a good time to end it. It was fun. Thanks for everybody in the chat. We will see you next week. We're going to start every week at 9:30 now. So we just changed it from 9 to 9:30. It's easier for everybody's schedule. Just get time and get on there. So appreciate all of you and hit the like button. Go subscribe to On the Warpath and PSN Commanders Network. Go hit them up. First links in the description. And I think on that note, until next time, see ya!
Hi. See you later. Okay.